Right now at 10, wildfires rage in Monroe and Juneau County. The smoke clouds shut down a huge stretch of I-94 and are displacing some residents from their homes. And warm temps and some major snowmelt have Minnesota communities preparing for floods. Plus, Winona police are releasing more information on their search for a missing mom.
We're watching WKBT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now at 10.
Good evening, everyone, and thanks for joining us for News 8 Now at 10. I'm Ken Kozarowski. A large wildfire is burning in and around Fort McCoy, and some people living on the edge of the installation have been evacuated from their homes. News 8 Now's Emily Haugen is live from Warrens, where people are gathering as fire containment is underway. Emily, what can you tell us?
Hi Ken, I'm here at the Pines and Warrens. We could see a good amount of smoke coming around as it was lighter out, but as it got darker, it's gotten more difficult to see, especially from our vantage point. But I did speak with a few people today here at the Pines, and they were evacuated from their homes at about 5:30 this evening, and they haven't been able to go back yet. And they told me a friend of theirs' yard is actually being used as a station for first responders, but none of them have been able to go home since then. I've gotten quite a few photos from them and their friends and family, and I'd like you to check them out while I kind of explain what's going on. So the fire in and around Fort McCoy has been burning all evening, and Fort McCoy posted a statement on Facebook saying that they're aware of the fire and they're working with local and regional departments to determine the cause and remedy it. Officials are encouraging people to follow the instructions of local law enforcement. Just like that family we spoke with earlier, they are seeking shelter elsewhere tonight. Fort McCoy says that this was caused by a prescribed burn that was supposed to last between 11 this morning until 8 tonight. And now this portion of Interstate 94 is closed right now. We've been seeing a few people take the exit actually, but they can't get anywhere. A lot of people have been passing by the Pines and taking it as an alternate route. And we'll share more information with you as it becomes available. Live in Warrens, this is Emily Haugen for News 8 Now. Ken, back to you.
All right. Thanks very much, Emily. And as Emily mentioned, a large portion of I-94 is shut down right now. The highway closed from Tomah to Black River Falls. The closure also includes US 12 as well. Traffic is being directed off the highway because of this smoke. Meanwhile, a fire in Necedah is now contained. According to Wisconsin's DNR, the fire burned roughly 100 acres near the town's airport. Officials say some structures also burned. Residents near the fire were evacuated. And a spokesperson for an incident management team says they had teams prepared this week because of the weather.
We have a number of fire crews on the scene. There were even a couple of Black Hawk helicopters that were called in to help with dumping some water on the fire. Because it was such a high-risk fire day, there was preparation that there may be a large-scale fire.
The Red Cross is in Necedah to bring water and offer shelter if needed. And the fires come the same day that Governor Tony Evers declared a state of emergency in Wisconsin due to the high risk of wildfires. The order will send Army helicopters to fly over parts of the state that are at the highest risk of wildfires. The DNR has also requested support from the National Guard. Windy conditions, warm temps, low humidity, and dry fuels are all factors that make fire danger higher. And of course, Bill Grahl knows all of this extremely well. I believe you could be seeing the fire from around the Fort McCoy area from your satellite imagery today.
Yeah, that's when I first noticed the smoke plume on visible satellite imagery like mid-afternoon, and then that's when you know that's not supposed to be there. That's not a cloud. It's clear skies, and that's what we're seeing. So, and this is why the red flag warnings were in play. We've had a windy week. It's been dry. It's that time of year where the vegetation is not greened up yet, so the fire danger tends to be high this time of year. And suffice it to say, we were under red flag warnings earlier, now a fire watch, which basically previews a red flag warning potential for tomorrow. And again, dry and dead vegetation in play, warm temperatures, low humidity, and gusty winds. So it was unfortunate, and to be honest, as a meteorologist, disappointing that a decision was made to do a prescribed burn with these red flag warnings in play. I may get some pushback from that, but that's why they're there, and that's why decisions need to be made based on that information that was readily available. Winds out of the southwest at about 5 to 15, gusting over 20 miles per hour, so that's a sliver of good news. Earlier today, they were gusting 30 35, even almost 40 miles per hour. So the winds have come down at least a little bit, but also very warm temperatures today, mid 80s to around 90 degrees. In fact, that 90 shattered the record high of 81 that has stood since 1931. It is still very, very mild temperatures in the 70s in most spots, and it's going to be a mild night, still a bit breezy. Lows in the 50s to around 61 degrees here in La Crosse. And our schoolcast for tomorrow, still breezy but not as windy as today, and still very warm but not quite as hot as today. But that 86 tomorrow would break another record high. We'll talk more about that with my 8-day forecast coming up.
Sounds good, Bill. Thanks very much. Back on the news side of things this evening, major snowmelt and warm temperatures up north are increasing the flood risk all along the Mississippi River. Before we sent her out to Warrens this evening, earlier today, News 8 Now's Emily Haugen was out in Minnesota and explains how one city there says it's prepared.
On beautiful days like today, it's hard to tell that anything but sunshine is on the horizon. But something is bubbling over upstream.
The beauty of the Mississippi is we do have warning of that happening. You know, it's not like a flash flood, so we can prepare for it.
The Mississippi River is projected to rise significantly.
Another 4 to 5 feet in the next 10 days.
Back in 2019, the river levels rose over my head. Now, as soon as tomorrow, my feet could be underwater on Riverfront Street. The incoming flood doesn't come as a surprise to the National Weather Service.
Seeing the river rise in the spring is not unusual, but this year we're expecting a little bit more water to route down the river than we have in years past.
Senator Amy Klobuchar met with Winona officials to talk about their plan for rising water levels.
It's expected to rise to over 15 feet by early next week.
That's a big jump.
They have a plan in place, and that's what I think is really important. Minnesotans are good at being prepared.
That plan, Winona officials say, is its use of levees, dikes, and flood walls.
It's kind of out of mind every spring when the water levels rise. And the reason for that is because we really rely on and trust our staff.
A trust, officials say, that keeps Winonans safe at the riverside. In Winona, Emily Haugen, News 8 Now.
Winona officials say thanks to their flood mitigation efforts, residents shouldn't be affected, but if you live elsewhere along the river, WINT advises taking precautions. In the meantime, a La Crosse family is asking for the public's help finding a missing teen. The family says 13-year-old Bella Fritz was last seen on Saturday by her family and may have been spotted near Jackson Street, east of West Avenue. She is 5 foot 2 inches tall and has brown hair and brown eyes. If you know about Fritz's whereabouts, please contact the La Crosse Police Department. Winona police released more information about their search for a missing mom, Madeline Kingsbury. In a release to media, authorities say they have continued to do targeted searches in both Winona and Fillmore counties with more than 100 law enforcement and public safety personnel. They also say they've done search warrants and have taken Kingsbury's blue van to be processed for evidence by the Minnesota Bureau of Criminal Apprehension. Authorities say they're continuing to get tips from the community and are asking everyone to be patient as the investigation continues. Kingsbury's family also sent out a statement today reading in part, quote, "We will continue to search for Madeline. We will not give up, and our family will come out the other side of this forever changed, but forever grateful for the tireless dedication of so many helpers." You can read that full statement on our website. Wisconsin Senator Tammy Baldwin is officially running for a third term. The Democrat made the announcement today saying, quote, "With so much at stake, from families struggling with rising costs to a ban on reproductive freedom, Wisconsinites need someone who can fight and win." Baldwin made history as the first openly gay person elected to Wisconsin Senate and the first lesbian member of the Wisconsin Assembly. She will host a roundtable discussion in La Crosse tomorrow. The city of Eau Claire is looking for applicants to fill a city council seat. The open seat is for District 1, which represents the north side of the city. Anyone interested in serving has to submit a letter of interest, and that would include an applicant's name and address, phone number, and about a one-page statement on why they want to serve and their vision to enhance the city. Any letters of interest have to be sent to the city clerk office by 5 p.m. on May 4th. Coming up, La Crosse County employers are working together to solve the state's workforce problem. Those employers say they have to get creative with their hiring process. And a teenager's birthday wish is making a difference in the community, and it could be the start of a yearly tradition.
Get ready for the Spring Gift and Craft Show at the Onalaska Omni Center. Shop more than 100 of the best gift and craft vendors on April 15th and 16th. Entry is free, but we are accepting non-perishable food donations. Don't miss the Spring Gift and Craft Show.
Welcome to Wesco. Welcome to huge selection and savings. Buy anything in the store at our Wesco price and get the second item half off. That's right, buy one, get the second for half price with free white glove delivery and setup this month only at Wesco in Sparta.
Everything is getting smarter. Good thing your Touchstone Energy Cooperative has the knowledge and expertise to help you make smarter work harder. Today, there are more ways than ever to make your world more energy efficient, and we can show you how. Take the next step to go electric and put the power of your co-op to work for you. Touchstone Energy Cooperatives, your source for power and information.
Welcome to Wesco. Welcome to huge selection and savings. Buy anything in the store at our Wesco price and get the second item half off. That's right, buy one, get the second for half price with free white glove delivery and setup this month only at Wesco in Sparta.
Get ready for the Spring Gift and Craft Show at the Onalaska Omni Center. Shop more than 100 of the best gift and craft vendors on April 15th and 16th. Entry is free, but we are accepting non-perishable food donations. Don't miss the Spring Gift and Craft Show.
Employers from all over La Crosse County came together to find a solution to the state's workforce problem today. The event kicked off the second round of the Winning with Wisconsin's Workforce Series. Employers like Gunderson Health System say they're looking for creative ways to hire additional staff.
In a time where even a quick trip to the grocery store can break the bank, finding a job is a priority for many.
As many organizations are facing shortages right now, we are the same.
Gunderson Health System is no different.
The last couple of years have been just hitting everyone hard, especially on the front lines.
That's why the hospital is just one of many businesses taking part in Winning with Wisconsin's Workforce event.
We can really move people into the workforce, get them the skills that they need to be successful, and meet the employer's needs here in Wisconsin.
Lieutenant Governor Sarah Rodriguez says Wisconsin is doing better than most.
We have the lowest unemployment rate we've ever had in the state of Wisconsin and the most people working.
The unemployment rate in the state is 2.7%, lower than the national average, but there are still barriers for those who need jobs.
Transportation are some of the issues that we have, making sure people have the skills and the knowledge to be able to do the work that we need.
Gunderson says it's looking at different ways to hire staff, including high school students and veterans programs.
Just being creative, I think, is our best outcome of this.
Filling local job openings with local staff. Reporting in La Crosse, the Westrar, News 8 Now.
Governor Tony Evers says he wants to invest over $100 million in Wisconsin's workforce. Lieutenant Governor Rodriguez says she is hopeful the Republican-controlled legislature will pass Evers' budget proposal. When we come back, the latest inflation report shows some signs of relief for your next trip to the grocery store, but economists wonder if a slowdown is enough for the Fed to hold up on raising interest rates again.
And I'm Chief Meteorologist Bill Grahl. What a difference a week makes. We had highs in the 40s last week, then 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90 degrees today. What does tomorrow have in store? I'll have the answer with my 8-day forecast up next.
It's the Bobby Bones Show. Let's go. We're going to make you laugh. And the biggest stars in country music, they all come by here.
Really? Yeah. Shut up.
Join me, Bobby Bones, every weekday morning starting at 6 on Kicks 106.3.
Hello, my name's Boris Gump. Chocolate? Mama always said buying a car was like a box of chocolates. Never know what you're gonna get. Me and Jenny, we buy all our cars at Sleepy Hollow. They got new cars and used cars, a body shop, parts and everything. Like me and Nate, the Sleepy Hollow serviceman, we just like peas and carrots. I'm not a smart man, but if you need a car, you should be running to Sleepy Hollow.
There are so many things we take for granted. So many things. And along with them, sometimes we take the people who depend on them for their survival for granted too. The elderly, disabled, the veterans, people on limited and fixed incomes, or folks that lost jobs in sectors hardest hit during the pandemic. How can they survive with record increases in their basic cost of living? Some people just can't come back. And through no fault of their own, they're being left behind, struggling to keep their heat, water, and power on. If you or someone you know needs a hand up, our heat, water, and power providers are working together to keep you safely in your home. You may not ask for it, but we're here to help.
It's Hy-Vee's BOGO sale. One day only this Thursday. Buy one 7-Up 6-pack, get one free. Buy one, get one free on a 2-entree Hy-Vee Chinese meal. Buy one, get one free on Hormel pepperoni. Buy one, get one free on Tyson Anytizers or strips. Buy one, get one free on Bar S Springs. And buy one 18-count of Bakery Fresh mini cookies, get one free. Don't miss Hy-Vee's BOGO sale this Thursday, only at Hy-Vee.
Hi, it's Elvis Duran. Thanks for listening. We are just the family sitting around the table.
Best answer ever!
We're always fun.
Hi, it's Elvis Duran from the Mix Morning Show. Wake up with us every morning on Mix 96.
Spring is a great time to plan your next home improvement project. Call now for a free estimate on windows, doors, siding, sunrooms, decks, baths, kitchens, or flooring.
Prices continue to strain Americans' budgets. Naomi Ruckham reports from New York.
For the first time in 2.5 years, prices at the grocery store went down. The tiny 0.3% drop from February to March is a sign inflation is moving in the right direction. Used car prices have fallen 9 months in a row, and the cost of rent is stabilizing. Overall, inflation rose 5% in March, the lowest annual increase in nearly 2 years, and way down from the more than 9% jump last summer.
This is a good report. I mean, we are seeing the pace of inflation start to decelerate.
The trend can't come fast enough for families struggling with rising prices. Many food pantries, including this one in St. Joseph, Missouri, are seeing higher demand.
It's the cost of just keeping the staples on the table that is, I believe, driving people to look for their local food pantry.
The Federal Reserve has been raising interest rates to bring inflation down.
The Fed has already increased interest rates by almost 500 basis points, almost 5% in just about a year.
CBS News business analyst Jill Schlesinger says the board now has to decide if another boost is needed.
I think the Fed is going to have a difficult decision. Prices are coming down already. They don't want to slow things down too much.
Slowing the economy too much could lead to a recession, experts say, and the Federal Reserve will be announcing its decision one way or another on May 3rd. All right, time to switch things back up and talk some weather with our chief meteorologist, Bill Graw.
Well, again, let's start with the first concern, and that is the fire danger, which is quite high. In fact, red flag warnings were in play all the way from the Front Range of the Rockies through the Central Plains and into the upper Midwest today. And that trend will continue, I think, into tomorrow. In fact, a fire watch now in play for our area, and that basically precedes a red flag warning. But again, the problem is what we've seen over the past several days. We've had warm temperatures, low humidity, gusty winds, and it's that time of year where things haven't fully greened up yet from the winter kill. So you've got a lot of dry, dead vegetation that can easily burn if a fire starts. That's exactly what we saw happen across the region today in some of our eastern communities. In fact, it's ongoing as I speak. Now, one sliver of good news. Winds today gusted 30, even close to 40 miles per hour. Now they are sustained still from the southwest at about 5 to 15. Some spots seeing some gusts upwards of 20, maybe 25 miles per hour. So again, it's still breezy, but at least it's not as windy as it was earlier this afternoon. So that should help firefighters and authorities at least to some extent. Now, locally here in the Cross, it is clear. 90 degrees was the high, shattering that record by 9 degrees set back in 1931. And my goodness, 32 degrees above average for this time of year. 78 up in Eau Claire. Didn't show La Crosse. There's a problem with the sensor right now, but I do want to tell you the Mississippi is starting to rise here in La Crosse up to 9.14 feet, and that trend will continue all up and down the river. And the Chippewa River is above flood stage now, 773.3. So river flood warnings kind of along the Wisconsin River right now, and then the Chippewa River from Eau Claire down through Durand and in its confluence with the Mississippi, and also around Wabasha under a river flood warning right now. But do expect river flood warnings to be added. In fact, a river flood watch now in play all up and down the Mississippi River, just for what's to come in the next week or so, with all of the melting snow making its way down the main channel. Temperatures again in the 60s and 70s, even at this 10 o'clock hour. Again, that is an old recording out at the La Crosse Airport. It's probably more like 77 to maybe 78 degrees, as most spots are in the 70s. Skies are crystal clear, and we're going to stay clear until this front kind of gets a kick east and not only brings us some clouds, but finally some rain chances as we head into, unfortunately, bad timing into the weekend. But dry tonight. Dry tomorrow. Those south winds kick up a little bit again, not quite as windy as today, but still breezy, so that's going to keep that fire danger elevated. And then more clouds increase on Friday, and then finally that rain chance arrives overnight and into the day, especially on Saturday. Still warm tomorrow, between about 83 and 86 degrees. Otherwise, most spots in the lower to middle 80s, so not quite as hot as today, but still well above average and unseasonably warm across the region. So for tonight, clear skies, breezy and very mild, 61 in La Crosse. For tomorrow, breezy and very warm. That fire danger remains high, 86 for the high, and that would break the old record of 80 set in 1941. Still warm on Friday, 81. That slight chance of showers late Friday night, better chance of rain on Saturday, maybe even some thunderstorms. Again, bad timing, but we could use a little bit of moisture. 67 for the high, much cooler on Sunday, windy, some lingering showers, maybe even some snowflakes mixed into the north. 47 for the high, still kind of cool on Monday, 52. Back in the 60s, though, by the second half of next week. In fact, flirting with 70 again next Thursday, with a small chance for some thunder showers. But best advice for now, just don't burn outside until we get some moisture across the region.
All right, wise words. Thanks, Bill.
Thanks.
Coming up next in sports, monster night for a former Holman High School standout, plus UWL softball looking to snap a 2-game skid. Rob's up next.
News 8 Now Sports is brought to you by Mayo Clinic Health System. Your health care should be unique to you. At Mayo Clinic Health System, they get to know your story and customize a treatment plan that fits your needs.
No one gives you more choices than Dahl Auto. We have the best selection in the region with over 400 new vehicles from 9 different brands. Schedule a VIP appointment or buy online at dahlauto.com.
Morning. Hardee's 2 for $5 mix and match breakfast starts your day with made from scratch sausage and egg biscuits, biscuit and gravy, or sweet cinnamon roll. Pick any 2, just $5. My rewards members get exclusive offers on the Hardee's app.
The 988 Suicide and Crisis Lifeline is here and ready to help. Anyone in Wisconsin can call, text, or chat to get connected to a trained 988 counselor. Trained counselors are here to support anyone experiencing a suicidal, mental health, or substance use crisis. You can also contact 988 if you're concerned about someone. 988 is confidential and free to all Wisconsin residents. 988 24/7. Call, text, chat. Here to support you.
Isn't it time you turn your backyard into the oasis you've always wanted? Come to La Crosse Fireplace Company and find your outdoor setup. Imagine gathering with family and friends around your wood-fired pizza oven. Sit back and relax around your new gas fire table, available in different sizes and styles to fit your lifestyle and budget. Stop in this month and receive 15% off outdoor living. La Crosse Fireplace Company, because your place is by the fire.
It's the Hardee's Star Deal Combo. Get a Hardee's Charbroiled Double Cheeseburger, crispy 3-piece hand-breaded chicken tenders, or original hot ham and cheese with a small fry and drink for just $5.99. My rewards members get exclusive offers on the Hardee's app.
The new cars are rolling in at Dahl Auto with over 400 vehicles available. While other dealers have brochures, we have the newest models on the show floor with all the latest technology and safety features. Experience them for yourself at Dahl Auto.
News 8 Now Sports is brought to you by Mayo Health System. Here's News 8 Now's Rob Schiff.
The UWL softball team is off to a solid start. The Eagles are 14-9 so far this season. Lacrosse did drop both games of a doubleheader at home against UW Oshkosh last Friday, but the Eagles were back on the circle for 2 this afternoon, looking to snap their 2-game skid. UWL dropping game 1 of the doubleheader against Milwaukee School of Engineering. The Crew getting the grass ready for game 2, and the Eagles spraying the ball all over the field in the first inning. Abby Bosch gets it started for the home team. Then it's Kira Lard's turn. She's going to go the other way for a base hit. Bosch is going to hold it third, so runners on the corners for Lacrosse. Jordan McCormick's going to put the Eagles on the board. She finds a hole on the left side. Bosch comes in to score 1-0 UWL, and the Eagles were just getting started. Bases loaded, and Maddie O'Brien's going to clear them. It rolls all the way to the wall in left center. All 3 runs come in to score. Eagles put up a 4 spot in the first on 5 base hits. Eagles settle for the split. They win game 2 of the doubleheader by a final of 7-3 as they improve to 15-10 on the year. Brewers looking for the series win out west in Arizona. Milwaukee down 5-1 in the 7th, but Christian Yelich is going to cut the deficit in half. Bryce Terang, Joey Weimer come in to score on the 2-run single from Yelly. It's 5-3 D-backs. But in the bottom of the inning, Brewers give those runs right back. 1 on for Corbin Carroll, and he drives it to deep left center. That ball's not coming back. A 2-run shot puts Arizona back up 4. Brewers fall in their series finale 7-3. Their West Coast road trip continues tomorrow night as Milwaukee opens up a 4-game set in San Diego against the Padres. Let's go to Minneapolis. Twins looking for the series win over the White Sox. Sonny Gray dealing in the 5th. Gets the strikeout to end it. 5 strong innings, just 3 hits, no runs, 5 Ks. The Twins adding some insurance in the 8th. Willie Castro finds the gap in right center. Ryan Jeffers on his horse. He's going to come all the way around from first. Twins double their lead. It's 2-0. Then later in the inning, the hero from last night, Michael A. Taylor, staying red hot. He's going to find some real estate out in right center. Castro's going to jog in from third. Twins win their 2nd straight. They take 2 out of 3 over the White Sox. 3-1 the final. Minnesota heads on the road to begin a 4-game set tomorrow night in New York against the Yankees. How about this? The kid from Waukesha is finally heating up. Jared Kelnick and the Mariners in Chicago taking on the Cubs. This ball crushed dead center, 482 feet. Just an absolute monster shot to the deepest part of the park in Wrigley. 3rd straight game with the homer for Kelnick. On the ice now, the Wild are gearing up for the playoffs, but they'll be without Ryan Hartman in their regular season finale after this hit on Winnipeg's Nikolai Ehlers Wednesday night. Minnesota will close out the regular season tomorrow night in Nashville. The Wild are 3rd in the Central Division, just 2 points behind Dallas. Let's close it out on a positive note. Holman grad Rylan Wall having himself a day. Winona State playing 2 at home, and Wall doing it all. In game 1, 2 hits, including this 2-run shot in the bottom of the 2nd. A deep drive to left makes it 9-2 Warriors. At that point, they'd win game 1 13-8. Wall was just getting warmed up for the nightcap. Bottom 6, game tied at 12. Not anymore. Wall driving one the other way for the go-ahead RBI single to make it 13-12. Check out these numbers. Wall goes 7 for 8 in the doubleheader. 5 runs batted in. Most importantly, the Warriors getting 2 big wins, including a walk-off 17-16 victory in game 2. And Ken, when I mentioned if you knew of the name Rylan Wall right away.
Oh, absolutely.
Absolutely. So,
synonymous with baseball, Holman Legion in the summer. The guy is just a fantastic hitter.
Just tearing the cover off.
Yeah, and it's the family sport too. Older brother played Winona State as well, so they know how to play the game.
What, 7 for 8? I mean, can you get
that's like video game numbers.
I can't wait to go out and cover them.
Yeah, that's right. Rob, thanks so much, man. We got more news right after this.
Knutson Roofing, locally owned with 18 years of experience to get your project done right the first time. Whether it's roofing, window, or siding installation, we offer reliable, dependable, and quality work we stand behind. Knutson Roofing. Call or visit us online today.
LaCrosse Glass and Overhead Doors has been selling, servicing, and installing garage doors since 1964 and believe garage doors should be exceptional quality and craftsmanship. We guarantee to help you select a door to fit all of your needs. We offer a large stock inventory of CHI overhead doors, including residential, commercial, rolling steel, and high-speed doors. Visit our website and design the door of your dreams with CHI Door Visions. Get your free quote today.
At Batteries Plus, we do more than replace batteries and fix phones and tablets. We help our neighbors power their lives. Need a phone fixed? We got it. Get powered in-store, curbside, and at batteriesplus.com.
This is how legends are made.
Chevy Silverado and new Silverado HD. Choose your own path with the #1 best-selling retail full-size pickup and see where it takes you. Find new roads. It's Chevy truck season. Get 0% financing plus make no monthly payments for 90 days on all 2023 Silverado 1500 pickups. Or current Chevy owners get $37.50 total cash allowance on all 2023 Silverado pickups with a turbo high-output engine. Visit hometownchevy.com.
Spring has sprung, the grass has riz. I wonder where the furniture is. At King Furniture, of course.
During our spring clearance event, save an additional 10% off our already low prices. Plus, take advantage of 0% free financing, recliners, sofas, sectionals, dining rooms, and more. With our huge selection of in-stock furniture, low price guarantee, and free delivery, why shop anywhere else?
It's the King Furniture Spring Clearance Sale.
Papa Murphy's presents How to Change the Way You Pizza. Step 1, grab a delicious Papa Murphy's pizza. Step 2, bake. Step 3, chow down on the deliciousness. Right now, get the chicken garlic pizza for just $11.99 at papamurphys.com.
Betting on our weather is risky business. Don't gamble with your most valuable asset. Knutson Roofing has you covered with an available 50-year guarantee on all roofs. Yes, we set an available 50-year guarantee. Knutson Roofing. Call or visit us online today.
A sophomore at La Crosse Polytechnic School is making his 16th birthday wish come true today. Oliver Olson has organized a blood drive with American Red Cross to celebrate the first day he can legally donate blood, with his parents' permission, of course. Olson's dad reached a deal with the Pump House to host the event, and Olson's school agreed to sponsor it for a chance to earn up to $3,000 in scholarships. Olson says his school has made connections with downtown La Crosse before, and this drive is another way to strengthen that bond.
I think that would really show kind of the community what you can do when you come together for a common cause. And then I think bring people together and strengthen them even more. And obviously, seeing other people happy would make me happy.
Olson says feedback from his classmates was overwhelmingly positive when he came up with the idea, and he hopes the school sponsors a drive each year. That drive ran from 11 to 5 today. And the Bluffs are alive with the sound of music. The La Crosse Symphony Orchestra kicking off their 125th season coming up July 1st. And to honor this achievement, the Symphony Orchestra is adding 2 pairs of special chamber orchestra concerts to the season. Their music director says this may be their best season yet.
We're going to have a truly phenomenal season. I think I can say the greatest season ever. We're going to have our 6 fabulous main stage performances here at the Fine Arts Center at Viterbo with some of the finest solo artists in the world.
We've got more of their schedule on our website. We'll be right back.
I won't write your will.
I don't write contracts.
I won't handle your divorce.
I do know a few things about personal injury law.
All I do is help injured people get the compensation they deserve.
At Bygoff and Rohde, that's how we get results.
Get an extra 20% off during our Spring Spruce Up event. Right now at Slumberland Furniture, get this Ashley sofa for just $3.99 in your choice of 2 colors. Incredible! Did you know Slumberland has the lowest prices on Ashley product?
Hey Nick, like usual?
Yeah, please.
How's your day going?
Oh, pretty good. Air conditioning went out at the house, and I got some guys coming over to fix it.
Nothing that G&T can't take your mind off of, right?
Oh, absolutely, man. I can always depend on G&T to put my mind at ease.
Especially when I make them, eh?
Well, I'm talking about G&T heating and air conditioning. They have never let me down.
G&T, the best heating and air conditioning guaranteed.
Maybe I should switch to G&T.
Every piece of land has a story written by those who work it. Like the Caggianos, who are brewing their own legacy. Or the Upshaws, who DIY all the time. While the Nelsons play lead in their own adventure, 150 years in the making. There's a story in every piece of land. Run with us and start telling yours.
Talk to the John Deere experts at Tractor Central to find out which equipment is just right for your property. Start now at TractorCentral.com.
Dings, dents, scratches, big crunches. You know where to bring them. Pischke Motors Collision Center on 2nd Street in downtown La Crosse. When you've got a crew of professional body and paint technicians like ours, you provide them with the latest in repair equipment. and that's what we've done in this state-of-the-art, environmentally friendly facility. We have customer drive-in lanes, soft-touch 24-hour car wash. So when the dings, dents, scratches, and even the big crunches happen, bring them to Pischke Motors Collision Center on 2nd Street in downtown La Crosse.
Sleeping in pain or too hot? Come to Slumberland and get 20% off mattresses. Find your perfect mattress with our easy rating system and save big. Get a Sealy Queen mattress for just $4.99, only at Slumberland.
I've practiced personal injury law for 4 years.
For 20 years.
For 32 years.
All I do every day
Has helped injured people get the compensation that they deserve.
At Vigoff and Rohde, that's how we get results.
Again, very mild tonight, very warm tomorrow, still breezy, so that fire danger remains high. In fact, it's going to remain high probably until Saturday when we get some showers and a few thunderstorms.
All right, thanks for joining us tonight at 10. We'll see you tomorrow.